armor, too. That is for sure. They have a crazy amount of armor, actually, which is pretty cool versus the Ember Spirit.
Well, I do like that they're deciding to commit with the Parker Morphlane. After last game, it wasn't necessarily that, like, I think Leo style played particularly badly. I really didn't like Parker's item build, but it was more just like the tempo of how those two heroes played together, where like Kunkka needed to get on early to deal with the Terrorblade, and he just didn't have the levels early enough, and Leo style wanted to farm, and then he wanted to start farm. And I think that if you set yourself up in another position like that, where Leo style is playing on this morph again, then they're just going to do nothing in like the mid game. It's going to be all down to Frank. So I like this at least, where maybe Leo style can be more active on this Ember Spirit. The question, as you were alluding to, is does he get trashed mid by the Huskar?
Yeah. I have no idea how this is going to work out for him. It seems like a bad situation. It's like the worst, I think, matchup for Ember that exists. And I also wonder what's going to happen when Frank doesn't have Bruce Split.
Yeah.
Because Weaver doesn't really have that many cooldowns to worry about, especially in the position 3 role. He can be like sort of running through. He might go Spirit Vessel, so he can just be playing aggressive as well with the Huskar. They're fighting early. They're looking for plays. Sven, sure, yeah, he has to worry about his own cooldowns in terms of the rage, but like overall, like I don't know. I feel like he's willing to fight when they need him. He just needs to throw a couple stuns, and Huskar will do the rest. So I am liking Hokori here once again.
I am too. We'll see. Team's already smoking out. Oh, that was Dan Alganaris.
Great guys.
They're still waiting. Don't worry.
Yeah.
They'll come back soon. But we're getting into this game. Game number 2. By the way, I liked how you called it Ben Rage. Is that just because the noise he makes when he yells?
I don't know.
Sounds ragey.
I want to call it Berserker's Rage and not God's Strength. Cause I feel like that spell. We need to switch some names here on some spells.
I like
but that's
this.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. He turns all red with this. I love this cosmetic, by the way. This one's like one of my favorite Sven set. Looks great. So that's why it's such an enraging thing. Yeah, I don't know. I thought this was like unplayable. Like I thought there's just like no point even sending your Ember here, and then like especially without the small camp, I feel like this is not going to go well.
So what I've seen some Embers do, and we'll see if Leo style obviously loves this hero. Plays it all the time and has played into Huskar a lot. I've seen some Embers or like TA in this matchup against Huskar too pull the creep wave rather from behind the tier 1 all the way off like into the jungle, and they might need to do something like that for them to have a chance here, because as you said, it's just what feels to be entirely unplayable matchup, and it's also going to be a Huskar now starting with 3 bounty roots.
Okay.
Let's see what Leo Styles got up his sleeves.
Well, he goes for the immediate lane block, so should start at least in a good position. Much needed, of course, for this Ember. Doesn't mess up his block. That would be a disaster if he did. Oh, actually, damn. Analog's block was pretty good, though, considering how late he started it.
Yeah. And obviously, it's the later levels that start to become a bigger issue. Once you get a couple of those points up in Burning Spears, might go for the Inner Fire just to secure this range creep to get him level 2 here, and does indeed do that. But Leo style needs to get all these last hits, as many denies as possible, to try and shut down the XP that Analog gets. That's gonna, these first couple waves are super important.
Meanwhile, up top we have Michael just pulling the wave and running away here. Body blocks the higher camp on his way by. Tosses back. Old Gardic there. Trying to get that wave back here to connect, and we'll be successful there. And all Gardic can do is just keep chucking hammers at him.
Similar situation down bottom. Helio Core pulls his wave back behind the tower. There isn't any Radiant hero over there to come and contest and share the XP, though. So Excel being a little bit late to the party is going to get zoned back by Helio Core as Michael and Gardic continue to trade hits.
Oh, Analog is just being a total nuisance in the mid lane. He's voice lining him. He's inner firing for the CS while also disarming and getting denies in his face. Taunts him whenever misses CS.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes. But Analog definitely off to a good start here in the mid after getting through those first waves, which can be a little bit annoying. And now having access to the Burning Spears, level 3, This is where it really starts to get tough. And in fact, they're going to make the rotation with Michael, but interrupts the rebound. And that was their answer. They wanted to move in as soon as Analog got 3 and Leo Style had it, but it wasn't enough.
I think that was just dumb luck, wasn't it? I think he was just securing a last hit. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a god, but I think he just got incredibly lucky.
I mean, that's how I win Dota games, so.
Yeah, I mean, if it works for us, right?
True enough.
Wow, that's really annoying for Michael. That was like a full rotation over there. Now he has no TP to try this again, but he does come back up top and find Gardic already in trouble there with Frank. Has to dispose.
In some trouble, only level 1, but the run.
The Wind
The
Panda.
separation with
Chase
the
him,
war
Storm
cry.
Brawler.
The war cry keeps him good. Vitali still dying to these zombies, and it's actually Parker that comes on in and cleans up first blood.
Ah, the old level 1 Shikuchi death. A classic amongst the Weaver players, huh?
Leo Style has done really well in this mid so far. He's had a really good answer to Analog. There are times at this point in the game where you see Embers just completely getting zoned out of the wave, and that's not what's happening. He's dealt with it really well. Frank takes some damage, but can't get him.
And the threat was there for Michael again with another smoke play, but he has come back up top to secure the safety of Frank, who is getting zoned off the wave a little bit here. The spears are getting tossed onto Leo Style now, though. It takes a big beating here. Just needs to make sure he doesn't feed now, right? Like, you've made it this far. Don't throw it away.
Right. Yeah. As long as he's not getting denied, zoned off of XP range, it's going to be solid. But every small mistake can get punished super hard, and it doesn't even take a mistake always. Sometimes it's just a rotation. The Leo Core makes the move, secures the kill, and sets Ember back.
Jeez, look how fast he can do his denies, too. Like, he got rid of that entire wave. And almost able to push towards tower. Gets both the water runes to their team. Easy peasy. And Fiolacore is hanging around. He wants another one.
If this kill comes through, it's dead. It's
GG.
Really
That's
bad.
it. Go next.
I mean, for Leo Style at the very least. He hasn't shown on a lane yet, so they know that he's over there. And yeah, the scan comes out, and he realizes what's happening.
Leo Style wants to go face check him.
Interesting. Says, come on, let's give a high five. Leo Style can't. I mean, he can't come back to lane without him, right? Like, if Tusk is sitting there, he can't walk in. Doesn't matter if he knows he's there or not.
And every time he bowls, it's just him threatening to TP away.
Yeah. And Analog, in the meantime, gets a completely free time mid.
Oh, no.
What a bully.
Man, you know, this reminds me of back in 2016. There was a North American qualifier like this, and it was the grand finals. And it was I think it was an Ursa versus an Ember mid or something like that. It was this exact same thing happened, and the poor Ember, I think, was level 4. I think the game just ended. He couldn't lane anymore. It was over. I think that was probably when there was poor man's shield, you know? The good old times.
It's not working out for him here, but Leo Style going to make a rotation. This is scouted. Observer Ward already up on the high ground. They knew what the get out of jail free card would be. It would be ganking a lane as level 5 Ember, but it will not turn into anything.
Oh man, this is just sad.
Yeah, this is all the lanes, all of them. Analog finds a regen rune, just denies it. And they have a ward down too, so he would spot if Leo Style comes back in. And Leo Style walks back top again. He's like, all right, well, maybe I can get him now. Goes underneath the ward, dispose, pulls Lumiere back in. Does have the war cry, tries to walk away, and yep, they can't do anything.
Oh my god, dude. He's getting so many debuffs off. He had 26 bonus strength there.
At least when you're playing TA, you can go and farm. As Leo Style, he has walked back and forth between mid and top 3 times now.
He's got a Fitbit. He's got his steps in, you know? Get active.
Jeez. In the meantime, the lane bleed. I mean, Parker's still been able to maintain some amount of relevance down bottom. He's getting close to level 6. While Michael gets chased, Gardic just continues to run at him here.
Michael, Analog's waving at Leo style when he comes back to the wave. Is that why they call it the wave? The creep
think
wave.
so.
Oh, I understand now. It all makes
All
sense.
makes sense. Helio Core runs into Leo style. Just gonna come up and punch him. Oh, the Huskar's moving in. Analog spots one. He wants the bigger kill. Finds this Ember. And they're saving the snowball so he can't TP away. Eventually, the bullies, they claim their kill. Level 5 versus level 7.
They even get the tombstone after.
Dude.
Another 150 gold. That's so crazy. I actually, you know, I did feel bad for Undying players before, but now he's kind of broken, so I don't feel as bad.
True. And what is an Ember to do? What is an Ember to do? They need some help. Frank is level 6. Morph is level 6, but Parker can't really do much.
You know, Lyrical, we did see a support Ember win a game, so...
That's true. Move on in. Get the Dispel Magic on Lumiere, but he is also sitting in God Strength. Has another stun, back up in 2. While Analog just kills... Oh, no. Leo Style dies again. Lumiere, is he going to live through this? Gets the stun, the walkaway stick charges, keep him alive. They've got the Heavenly Grace for round 2 as they turn, ready to fight. If they could kill Lumiere, this would be big. Michael's in the area too, but they don't want to dive under the tower. Snowball through. They will find this Undying and kill him off.
This matchup seems so bad. Like the Brewmaster and the Marcy, because no matter who goes on you, you're stacking all these debuffs, right? You're gonna have the Cinder Brew. You have the remaining slow from the dispos, and so he gets the double bonus every time of the strength. So then he's just getting like 30 strength when this happens, at least.
Leo Style cannot even farm because he has 3 in Slight. He has no points in Flame Guarded. He has to be in lane. He just left a boundary room. He's passing by. He's still level 5. Homie is gonna need the tome. Up top, Gardic, Lumiere, they spot him there. There it is. All the debuffs take off, gets a lot of strength, turns, beats the crap out of Michael, now turning on to Affliction, has to take down that tombstone. They get it, extra gold going his way, and Lumiere, just happy as a clam, walks away.
Gardic is just, you know, I am your servant. I have the magic wand, and then I just have mangoes and heals, giving him a good old Heavenly Grace over and over again. And, I mean, the Omnis we've seen as well, you have that level 10 talent where you get the plus 4-second Heavenly Grace duration. Absolutely ridiculous on something like a Sven.
Well, never fear. Leo Style has gotten level 6, Trent. It happened.
Okay.
It finally happened.
It's a bit behind. The Alphlaner is level 8, unfortunately. Yeah. Did he need to buy a tome, or did he at least get to give that to someone?
No, I think somebody... Well, he's probably going to get
the tome.
it still.
It's okay. Yeah, you know what? That wouldn't be bad, actually.
Like, at least have an Ember Spirit.
I'm curious about this top lane, though. Is this worth just giving up? I feel like they can still fight up here, especially with the Huskar. Yeah, Weaver's coming. Yeah, let's not give this up for free.
They're bringing it. They do have the Primal Spit ready. Sell, chase down, Vitali right on him. They got bugs. They got damage. They got a kill. That is Spirit Vessel charges. Immediately turns it now. Lumiere is too far forward and gets punished and brought down. Michael saved. Gets the time lapse. Heavenly Grace runs away. Helio Core shows up, gets the snowball onto Michael, tries to kill him off, jumps away, but not away far enough. And now the shards block off. Affliction can't get out of there. Tombstone up on the high ground is pretty good with Gardic. Able to survive through the first round. They jump on in with Analog. He gets a double kill. A 4,000 gold lead at 11 minutes.
Leo Style wants to make big plays here, though. Like, with the Tombstone still up, and he just can't even do it. He knows.
Doesn't
I thought maybe he'd try and go in for the Olocore.
Unreal.
I mean, he just can't hit that Tombstone, huh?
Yeah, he gets it in the end. More gold. Jeez. There's a reason that you ban Ember, or rather ban Huskar when you're playing Ember.
Well, first
otherwise,
it's the EA, now it's the Omnis.
You're gonna have a bad time.
Noted. All right. We do have a level 9 Morphling, though. Now, Leo Style Parker still very primed. I believe I was playing more from last game, and they're gonna grab Lumiere.
Big
Nice
kill,
gank.
big kill. They do sell again. Analog. Bringing him down, and Roche now going to be claimed here in just a moment. So a nice little pickup here for them, as getting that onto the Huskar always super valuable. And they try and stop it with Leo style in this DD, but I don't think he has a way out of here. They've got tons of magic damage. No flame guard. He's dead. Dude, they just tipping him too. Oh, that feels so bad. God. Has not gotten to play Dota.
Killed by the 3-4 duo. As Parker just tries to steal some of these creeps in their ancient area here. Now,
Michael.
Thugs are going to find you.
He's the one left behind.
Gamer.
A good dispose, but in the end, it's all going to be for naught.
All right. Now, let me just say, I like the play he made. I think going back on that little hill was really smart.
Yeah.
Because they might have thought that he got away on some random angle, you know? I mean, they're not going to look there again. But then they did. So,
Yeah.
it's a noble effort.
4K gold lead. And you got to imagine that as soon as this Aghanim Scepter comes out for Huskar, the game gets somehow even harder for them.
All right. Well, they do have. Yeah, actually, that's a great point because like they have the Spirit Vessel, but once that's out, then he's gonna have the. What is it? What's the cooldown with the? Oh wait, does the cooldown? Oh, the cooldown is just 16, 14, 12 all the time now. Okay.
Yeah.
So he doesn't get a really fast cooldown anymore with the Ags. That's actually good because then you don't get as many dispels because of the dispel on the ulti.
Right. Yeah, that is true. That part's nice. But you do have the dispel from Omni Knight.
Yeah. So Spirit Vessel not actually gonna be that useful.
Yeah.
And, it's harder to do now because for some reason, they put the cast range down to 750. I don't know why. Didn't think the item was that broken.
Affliction tries to come in to deny his tombstone, but he's just going to feed again. And that is some more Spirit Vessel charges as Analog takes down this Tier 2 tower. Man, this is looking like Bed Boom here. What happened? Hokori turned up.
Couple of just like reading their opponents in the draft, I think. I mean, to get this, the AA ban into the Omni pick, and then they just, I don't know if they weren't expecting the Huskar or they felt like the Brewmaster was going to be enough. But so far, it has not been an answer for this hero. And it's not like it's just Huskar who's owning everything. I mean, the main issue with their game is certainly the fact that their Ember is so shut down and it's hard to make moves. Parker is doing very well, but I think Vitali's also had a pretty great game, like 2-1-5 on the Weaver. He's helping to enable how this Huskar wants to play, and he's providing opportunities just like this.
Waveform tries to get out, does switch into this form of the Weaver. Still burning as he heads away. Does not feel great for the Morphling, but will manage to survive that gank and can live to fight another day. But the outpost has been taken. Infamous come back in and will be able to reclaim it before that minute mark. But it's just a game where they can't do anything on the map because the engine that makes all of this work is Leo style, and he just keeps dying. 0-4-1, and Vitali staying right on top of him. I mean, he's not careful. He might just die here solo. Yeah, he has to back out eventually.
He's got his Aghanim's here. We'll see if that actually comes to fruition. Could be something versus the Huskar.
Steals his status resistance, right?
Yeah.
Remember that correctly?
Yep.
Unfortunately, he gets bonus status resistance. Oh, wait, no, not anymore. What am I talking about?
Yeah,
that was the broken one.
Bring back 6 neutral item Huskar. That's what we really need.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking the Heavenly Grace.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I think it's hard to judge in this one because they had it into Ember, but it's looking pretty good on the old Huskar here. Huskar Omni. Nobody saw. It's fine.
Just keep on hitting those creeps now. Just right in their face. Like daring them. Right. Oh, he's walking in. It's like, I got 20 seconds left. I want to use this thing. There's no Weaver or Sven here, guys. Can you relax?
Yeah, they're going to back out now. Wise decision. Wait till the next Roche, and that is about to be Aghanim Scepter completed for Analog as well. Infamous. Tough situation for them to be in right here. But the Aegis has been reclaimed. And the game still very tough. Still very, very hard for them. 7K, 8K gold lead. But they need to find a good kill. It's the way to get it started.
What does that look like? You know, like how do you start that for Infamous though? That I don't have a great answer for.
Tally? Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, the hero that's probably easiest for them to kill is either like the Sven or the Tusk, which is not easy either. Philosopher's Stone gathered for Hokori as they all play together. Are they at least down and like, no, I was wondering if maybe the 5-manning all around the map has sort of been favoring them, but it looks like it hasn't really mattered in terms of the XP. Still a lead for Hokori here. Man.
Yeah.
Trent, it ain't looking great.
It's not looking great, but I'm looking. I'm trying to think of something here for the Radiant, but I mean the upside is that Leo probably won't die here.
Really?
That's my theory. Yeah.
Okay.
Zoom.
Yeah.
There you go. See upside.
There it is.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Too. Probably won't die here.
Yeah.
3 qualifiers and a recognition of the eventuality of it. Oh, Afflicted. Estelle.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Yes, please drop the... They should have let him drop the tombstone. Remnant tries to get away. Michael, they got eyes on him. Vitali chasing. Couple quick punches. Hides off in the tree. And bang, 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 bang. Lumiere with the double kill. This whole time, Analog just farming up the opponent's triangle. The gold lead continues to accelerate.
Well,
Parker?
they still have Parker keeping up pretty close as he works in towards that Aghanims.
They are scouting. They find Leo style. Hello.
He's got one remnant left somewhere.
They do have bugs on him, though. Jump forward, stun. Ooh, damage. Leo style. No! Hokori. He was camping it. Gives him the punch.
Punch and the tip.
I think that Leo style was dead before his camera got back to his main hero.
Yeah. That was pretty good. The easy setup. The bait and wait. All right, well,
bait and wait.
Here we go. Into the tower. Minute left till that Aegis. It's going to be spawning there on Roche. And that's a big jump.
They find him right away. Analog turns, tries to survive through it. No, he goes down. A good chunk of gold going to Parker as they went it a bit too far. This was the perfect fight, and in fact, they find another. Oh my goodness, Trent. By God, have we found a triple kill into maybe even more. Vitali tries to get out of there. The Remnant, the chase down, they got him rooted. Waveform through. Time lapse livid. Vitali survives. And into the pit they will go, but the timing is just going to be a little bit off.
This would have been so huge for them, too. And you can see how it can work. Sure, maybe they can't initiate that well, but Huskar made a mistake. He went too deep. He couldn't get near his Omni. And on top of that, it is a split fight. And whenever there's a split fight from Frank here, he's going to get that toss-up onto the Omni. And then Huskar is just not quite as scary. I mean, you have to deal with that. So I wonder, does Weaver get Shard, by the way? He doesn't have it yet, does he? Oh, that'd be kind of cool. He's going for the Wraith Pack first. Okay.
I think Analogs is pretty good on the Huskar. Wraith Pack completed. I mean,
Yeah.
as bad as this game has looked, there is something to be said for if they can somehow manage to keep that gold lead at just 8K. Maybe it gets to the point later where that starts to matter less. You know, you can see that slight little tinge up. It is going to be such a long road for Infamous to hope to get to that stage, but that is the eventual goal.
It's one of those situations where the old brew would have been a lot better. Like, if you could have just rushed eggs this game,
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
after the Spirit Vessel, and then having more reliable instances of the Storm Panda to try and control this Omnia, it would have been a lot easier. But, you know, maybe with the new one, if he can get there with the Bruling and just having that out with the Primal Companion, that could be something to try. Unfortunately, that seems to be a ways away for him.
BKB is going to be that next pickup for, it looks like, most of the heroes. Actually, it looks like Sven is going something else, but we'll keep our eyes on it. The battle to play around the pit here. Some good wards down for Infamous on either side of the Roshan.
You know what could be
And
great?
What's that?
Would be if they use, like, if he gets too greedy on the Huskar and they do get off the Dispel magic, like if he tries to commit with a Guardian Angel or something like that and then they get the Dispel off, just straight up Mercy. I feel like, you know?
Here. Orchid. Dead. Looks for more now. Throws out the shards. Blocks off one. Finds the Panda, but he gets the split off. Buyback
There's
comes
the
from the
Dispel.
Ember. Ready to roll on in. Do they have enough? They try and turn. Try and beat him down. Does he end up falling? Yes! They get the Huskar kill. Infamous with the buyback. They find an opening here for themselves. But Weaver's still doing a lot in this fight. Snowball now onto Parker, trying to control him. The snowball goes all the way through. Parker switches back the other form. It's just the Sven and Vitali, but they do a lot of damage. I don't think it's enough, though. Turns, kills another. Wave form back up again in a second. He's still over in the Huskar form. In fact, the stun is there. It is going to be a full team wipe. Vitali, chase, stun, done. Oh, my Lord, Infamous. They make it work.
It happened. It's literally exactly what we were just saying, is that he got a little bit greedy on the commitment. He tried to rely on the Guardian Angel, and it was a great timing on the Storm Bruling there from Frank to get the Dispel. These fights, they probably cannot win fights without his ulti right now. I think that's a pretty safe thing to say. But when it's up and he dives in like this, you could just see him just kind of sink. Perfect timing, too, on that split. Just beautiful.
A couple of
it
seconds
wasn't even
earlier.
the Guardian Angel, eh? It was just, he actually got the toss-up before he even, I thought he dispelled that. It was just a general dispel magic instead.
Dang.
That tombstone lasted the whole time, too.
Yeah. And this moment where you feel so overconfident, like, this is a draft that things can turn quickly. It can turn very, very quickly. And as you can see, if you lose every damn hero, like, I don't know. The decision to keep going for more, Hokori, I guess at that point felt like they were just so deep that they needed to stick around. But look at the net worth graph, like the swing that we've seen.
It's just a case of everything is on Parker. Like, he has to do it all, and he's doing it. It's that simple, right? He's gone for the build where I'm going to solo carry this game with his eggs and the Satanic. And if they don't get the full blow up onto him, then it's going to happen. And they don't have that answer this time. They don't have the Ancient Apparition. Their answer was supposed to be the game was supposed to be over before this is happening.
They move in
again.
Tries to find one. Analog, he doesn't like the look of this fight. They got to go for something, though. They got to find one. Do they go for Parker? He switched into him. Status resistance. It's gone. All right, takes it off, though, without one leap. Now looking for more. Core jumps through and gets ran through, in fact. Vitali has to back out. So far, 1-for-1, Tusk and Marcy gone.
And he is just straight up, like, better, right? I am better Huskar when I take this. Sure, I mean, maybe I don't have the ulti, but I have 52% status resistance in combination with my, with Satanic Lifesteal, too. So that's kind of insane.
And for Huskar, it's negative status resistance.
Yeah.
They do find the brew, though. That is a big kill. A nice jump out there.
Vitali wants to try and find Excel here, but they don't have the follow-up stun in time.
And of course, no Roche for them to go into next. Yeah. Big
Holding
moments.
on. Holding on. So why did this, like, you know, the game's not over, obviously, in terms of, like, Hokori strategy, but, like, why weren't they able to close this out? Like, should they have pressured a little bit earlier? And it's always hard to say. Like, part of it is the Roche timing, honestly. Like, you are living a little bit on the edge of the RNG in this situation because they couldn't actually get a second fight without a split because of the timing on the respawn.
Right. I think part of it, too, the reason they're facing these troubles now is the decisions in the midst of the game to go up high ground and just into no vision. You know there's going to be a tombstone there.
Yeah.
They felt, I mean, just, you know, they went in on Leo style and killed him, but he has a buyback. The worst possible type of fight to take, and they took it. Granted, Leo style is still broke as a joke. I mean, this guy, he still does not have a great game ahead of him.
Huskar's in. The blue Huskar.
Thought about it. And Morphling Satanic done now.
That is crazy though. He gets 32% status resistance from morphing into him.
Okay.
And then in combination with the Sanjin Yasha, he's up to 52%.
Well, and Analog drops down.
While getting
he's at negative 17% status resistance on Huskar.
That's the other part of it. All right, the smoke up. All right, so we got to watch out for this Bloodthorn.
That's actually a graphical glitch. He should be at negative 17 because he's also got the Heaven's Halberd. So some weird things going on math-wise, but still not great. Smoke on smoke.
Not good.
They're walking uphill. There's good vision here from Infamous, but Parker, maybe they can find one. The smoke breaks. They see everybody. Analog thought about the jump, doesn't go for it. They get the bruise split out. They spot the Huskar, going to get control of him. Parker walks in, turns into the Huskar, immediately controlled, rooted forever. He's in trouble. He's dropping. Does he end up dying? He's disarmed this entire time. Just dies. They did kill off the Brew, and Lumiere trying to play cleanup for the rest of them. Tries to turn now onto Leo style, but Parker, he's too strong.
It's not enough.
Burns through one by one, and Gardic, a last one there, tries to waveform away. Vitaly's still playing around on the other side of him. Unreal. Damn.
This all just TV's out. Oh, like, I feel like Gardic's doing everything he can. He has this blink dagger. He's hiding off to the side. He waits till his moment. He blinks in with a Guardian Angel. Tries to get the big save there, but it's just not enough at that point. Like, he has to play the fight too far away from his Huskar, so he can't guarantee that he's always going to have the Heavenly Grace. He's fighting most of the engagement without it, and then he's just getting chain stunned, right? Because he doesn't have the BKB yet on the Huskar, and he's at the point now where he definitely needs it to fight, because he's taking too much damage from the burning spears of the Morphling and the adaptive strikes.
Well, they have other answers that are coming out hopefully soon, as Vitaly trying to build into an Aghanim Scepter. But it feels like they've got to get that jump onto Parker. And Parker now has a Silver Edge to boot.
Yeah, that's not
He's
good.
going all in. I mean, this is the thing, though, right? Like, in much of the same way that if you dealt with the Huskar early, if they can find a way to kill Parker, particularly now that he doesn't have Aegis, this still is a chance for them on the side of Hokori.
Yeah, the shoe's on the other foot, because last game it was Lumiere on the TB who was like the big one, and the other cores on Hokori were actually falling pretty far down the table. Now you have that situation going on here for Infamous. It's Ember and Brew just kind of dangling down there while Parker does the big lifting. Brew, though, is close to buying himself a friend, something that I know we can all relate to, wishing this was possible so we could have companionship. He's going to get an Agnes.
Wow.
And he's going to make his own friend. That's why I have so many children.
They can't say no to me. It's the Michael Scott line. Oh, my God.
I was inspired. What can I say?
Yeah.
97 more kids to go.
All right. Tier 3 tower getting hit up on the top side, but they'll back out after the glyph, glyphing themselves. And Hokori, somebody's knocking. You got to come answer. Get together, smoke as 4. Vitaly trying to finish off. Does he sell something to finish off the Ags? He's really close. Doesn't look like he's going to have it yet. Jump forward, try and blow him up. Do they get him? Yes! Dude, you can't keep losing these heroes. The most important heroes in the game, and they just die.
What was the plan? I was literally standing there like, okay, I'm like, what is the plan? I'm trying to figure it out because I'm looking at their heroes, and I'm like, Marcy doesn't have Blink. What was the plan? Like, honest to God, what? I don't understand. Did he think he'd just be able to Satanic before, and he'd be able to Satanic and then waveform out or something?
You know what it is?
He got stunned?
He's used to playing with the status resistance. It's, you know, he took off the weighted vest and then put it back on. Wasn't prepped. All right, how quick is this, Roche? 5 seconds with no Morphlane and does not have buyback. If it spawns in this time period, it's the gift from the gods for Hokori to win this game.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
I got nothing. I don't even know.
Instant spawn, question. All right, they're not going to check it again anyways, but no, it's a minute and a half, so everybody will be back up.
Radiant are scanning.
All right, well, do you think it's going to be an Aghanims?
Dude, I don't know. I think that's better.
I guess he's also thinking that, like, if I get stunned, I can shift as well. And he thought, like, I'd be strong enough because, like, Morphing has his share, but I think he just needed to straight up waveform away, and obviously can't do that. I don't know. I got nothing.
Yeah. No, it's tough.
All right, well, here comes the Bruling Companion here. Scouting out a little bit in the invis.
Comes down, as it so often does to a Roche fight, and they're doing the long wraparound. But Frank is going a different route. They decide instead of doing the long wraparound to just walk onto low ground. They spot everybody. He's taunted. Undying, does he get the tombstone out? Lumiere finding Leo Sao, trying to kill him off. Good remnant away, but it's not enough. They got the damage onto him. Stun, now control, finding one, disarm,
Parker.
Control onto Parker, and the taunt. That's enough. Do they have enough to kill him, though? Tries to walk away. No, it's actually not enough.
He's
but
vesseled.
the slow burn down. Waveform tries to survive. He's living. Barely.
That's how he's chasing.
Snowball takes down Michael, and they take down Parker also.
Oh, they've done it. Gabe, they're doing it.
Unbelievable.
Oh, it was getting spicy. It was looking a little scary for Hokori.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Unreal.
Radiant's top tower is under
Oh, they
attack.
run in,
So
they
much
quickly
damage.
check Roche. It's not there. They immediately go down. How many did they lose?
Nobody.
There wasn't even a
5 for
buyback?
nothing. There was a buyback on the Ember.
That's it? How?
Hey,
How did no one die on Hokori?
This is a case of 2 separate times where teams have walked uphill with no vision and then just died.
Middle tower has fallen.
5 for nothing both ways.
Radiant structures
Okay. I think no one knows what's going on in this game at this point, it feels like.
You can feel the tension. These teams, it comes down to the edge and so much on the line. Again, for one of these teams to be able to go direct to TI would be so insane for them. The other
Yes.
team, obviously, still a big win to be able to go through the last chance qualifiers, but that is such a difficult tournament to make it through.
Popping the God Strength immediately on the Roche right now. Primal Companion gets killed before it can even get there for the scouting purposes. But there's not going to be any way you're contesting this with Morphling still dead. I mean, good news, it's Refresher Shard for Sven. Bad news, we don't get to see cool Eggs plays from Tusk.
True. God. 14,000 gold lead now. And
Dire's
ready
bottom
to pressure for the next set of racks if they feel so inclined. Bottom is pushing in. They're going to have to deal with this in some capacity at the very least, as it's double catapults. But it looks like Hokori are going to get that next set of items for themselves before they make the plunge.
Dire's bottom tower is
Man,
under
Parker was
attack.
having such a good game.
He kind of found his moment there, right, for a while, where him becoming the Huskar was too strong. But I feel like the BKB being on Analog has sort of put him back in charge of the Huskarisms, just because they don't have the best ways to deal with that. And I also think that Gardick's done a very good job of playing around Frank, too. Like, getting that Blink Dagger, and he's just playing so far back, but he's also, this time, he's trying to make sure the Heavenly Grace is out there early, and then he retreats to hide. So like this. Like, get the Heavenly Grace on my Huskar, and then hide.
Yep.
Dire's
Yeah, they've
bottom
been
tower is under attack.
growing a lot throughout this in terms of the way that best works for them. Frank gets the lift up. Very annoying to deal with as the Wind Panda there. Dispels doesn't really stop much, but another lane of racks And Infamous, they have to respond to this. They've got to do something. Can they kill him off one time? Yes, they do. Round 2, right around the corner. And for now, at least, Analog gets a jump away. There was a creep outside. And also is not affected by the Morph Replicate when he comes back to life after the Aegis. But Hokori, take that. I mean, that was a relatively low-cost initiation and finish off to secure the Aegis.
Yeah, I think they were maybe just hoping that someone would overcommit from the side of Infamous, but they're not making those mistakes at the moment. They're still going to grab this wave, though. Farm up a couple of neutrals. Saw an aesthetics cap there. That could ruin initiation, perhaps, for Hokori.
Oh, yeah. Kind of feel like they don't even want to initiate, if I'm going to be real.
Oh.
Just feels like they want to hit buildings.
Yeah, and actually that was on Hokori's side. Never mind. I thought that was for for Infamous. Oh, they get the hammer. Stormcrafter. Everyone's farming up their neutrals. They're on the hunt, though. They don't want to farm neutrals. They want to find heroes here.
Cell does a little Ogre Seal Totem to get away. And Frank TP's out. Everybody's TPing out.
All right.
Brink take the outpost. Ready to head out.
Check out Parker. Fresh BKB purchase. Next item, Rapier. That's the plan.
With the level 20, I mean, it's kind of what I feel like they need. If he can get there, maybe there's a chance. Ooh, that is a good item.
Oh, I thought you were saying because the panda died. He lost his ruling. No. That's 70 seconds where you don't get it.
I was looking at the Penta Edge sword. For old Sven, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Full AC flying out to him right now. And Analog breaks the smoke on a Cell and Leo style, and then blinks back.
Yeah, he got freaked out a bit there. Has a ward sitting around there. Can't grab that wave. They're playing next to it. Michael wants a rebound off these creeps if someone tries to kill it. Meanwhile, back in the base, Brewmaster's there. I'm half surprised Lumiere's not trying to jump in and kill him, to be honest.
They're doing a good job of, like, you know, sort of managing to stay out on the map on Infamous.
Yeah. Hokori are putting the squeeze on him, though, because I think Lumiere just wants to jump Frank. Yeah, Frank was not in range, thankfully, but buildings are done.
That's a nice way to do it. Tries to jump away, jump in. Michael, they find one. Can they kill off? No, they're not going to kill off the Huskar. But Parker's right on top. Broken on Analog. He's in Huskar form, but the bugs, the minus armor, all that minus armor stacking up and bringing him down. 90 seconds on the sideline for the Morph, and Infamous. They are going to lose this game as Hokori move up 2-0 in this series. What a solid performance from them. There is no buyback. GG, well played is called. More tips coming out. And Hokori, they're one game away now from going to TI.
It's almost more painful with some of the opportunities that Infamous showed in this game as well. Right? Like, Parker with the run back there, getting those kills. Leo Style getting himself back into the game, but it was just too much from the very beginning of that matchup in the mid.
Yeah.
And showing why you need to respect this Omni Knight. Just seeing in that phase, I'm sure they knew this was coming.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I